Hi there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So in today's video we're going to be doing another charity shop hunt. So we are here in the Dogs Trust. We'll start here again, and yeah, just looking through the DVDs to see what they've got. So this is this visit was filmed I think this one was about a week after the last time we visited Dogs Trust, so there should be some different bits here. Obviously the Dogs Trust that I go to is actually based outside of the town centre, so it doesn't, well, I'd say it doesn't have the highest footfall, but it actually does, because whenever I'm in there there's normally sort of a fair few people that sort of come to and fro while I'm in there. But first DVD set I'm looking at there is the Clint Eastwood set. Wasn't really worth anything, but then I do see this Monopoly Kent edition. Now I think that I look it up at the time and I don't get decent comps, but looking at it sort of just before editing this video, I'm getting comps of £15 to £20. So I think I really dropped the ball on that one. Okay, so now we are in the Melzer outlet, and we're just having a look at a pair of trainers there. So £3 for a pair of Reebok Classics. The only problem is just inside there is all ripped, so not going to really be worth anything. We've got a pair of Nikes there. Once again, £3. I just didn't actually look them up. And then what we do is we move over to the kids book section, and just looking through I can find a couple of Harry Potter books. So I do give them both a scan, and I think they both come out to sort of about £3 or £4 each. Sort of the average that are listed, I think the max there was sort of like £5. So by the time I'd sort of bought them, I think they were sort of 50p or £1 each. So by the time I sort of bought them, packaged them, shipped them, and sort of had fees on top as well, I actually would make a loss. So I left them. But what I did find, and just looking here, a couple. Now these are limited edition Matchbox cars. There are three different ones. They're all limited edition. I think they're all limited to sort of under 2 to 5,000. So I give them all a scan, thinking, well, they're packaged Matchbox cars. I think they were dated from sort of early 2000s, and yeah, they are not the sold comps that I expected. Between sort of 85p and £5 each. So, but at the moment they're not actually priced. So I do take them up to the counter after I stop filming in this shop, and I'm waiting around for about 10 minutes while the shop checks eBay to find out how much they are. And yeah, when they said sort of they wanted a £5 each for them, for me, there's zero money in that. And when I say sort of, oh no, I'm not interested at that price, the woman behind the till actually turns around and says sort of, well, someone's selling them for £45 on eBay. I'm like, yeah, they're selling them for £45, doesn't mean they're worth £45. I didn't say that to her, but I did think it. So yeah, unfortunately I had to leave them. Obviously if they were probably sort of £1 each, I probably would have picked them up and sort of bundled them together for sort of £14–15, and yeah, would have sort of taken it from there. But no, at £5 each they just weren't worth it. Then we are heading into the RSPCA. So this is the shop that I absolutely love for sort of like my DVDs and my video games. I don't think I pick up any video games today. I don't think there's any in there. If there are, they're not ones that I'm actually after. But I do actually pick up some DVDs in here. So at the moment I'm just sort of looking through this section.
was badminton.
My husband used to do badminton.
Oh yeah. But I like it, but I don't know how to do it. Really hard. And pick up, I guess, I'm doing that.
I don't know anything with little balls.
And yeah, there we go. We've got the Godfather Special Edition. I do look this up once again. I was really surprised at this one. I thought this one would actually be worth, because I have heard sort of murmurings that the Godfather DVD box sets sell really, really well. But no, this one, there's no value in it at all. Likewise for the Snowman, and I think that's a Casper, the Friendly Ghost DVD. And yeah, just no value in any of them, unfortunately, which was a real shame, because I'd like to have picked up sort of a few of them. I will admit, when I'm looking at DVDs, I don't just look at the ones that I know. I do try and sort of look through the ones that are sort of obscure. Morning. And then we move over. There's quite a few sort of shelving units with DVDs in this charity shop. So I do sort of, every time I go in, I do sort of have a look through them all. And just don't think there's anything in this. But then, yeah, there we go. So we are on to the next rack now. And in this rack, it is all children's DVDs. And I do actually sort of pull out a couple of good finds, actually. And hopefully I get them on the video. There we go. So we've got that look like the Spider-Man DVD. Sorry about that. So yeah, we've got a couple of Spider-Man DVDs there. And hopefully I get out all the ones I've got. Yeah, there you go. So we've got a few Spider-Man DVDs. I think there is a Defenders of the Earth DVD in there as well. They're all new sealed as well. So yeah, I think with the Spider-Man DVDs, they end up being sort of a couple of quid each. But because there's two, I think it's the not the Amazing Spider-Man. It's one of the later sort of Spider-Man series from, once again, I think from the early 2000s. It is Volume 1 and Volume 4 of Series 1. But I will sort of show them in a bit more detail at the end. Then next up we are in, I can't even remember what this charity shop was called. Let me see if I can get it up. This one is the Children's Trust. There we go. So I'm just having a look through the box sets here, and there's a couple of interesting box sets sort of on here. You've just seen the Flying Scotsman just there on the right, and then there's a couple of others that I sort of pull out. I do scan sort of quite a few of these. I've got the Marvel's Agent Carter Series 1 and 2. Once again, they're not worth anything. I think they wanted sort of like £2 for them. Or was it I think £2.50 actually for those. And yeah, they just weren't worth it. I've scanned pretty much all of the box sets sort of on this shelf, and yeah, nothing sort of really come out as sort of having any value. Yeah, now it's time for the mass putback as I scan everything. Because what I tend to do is I will sort of look through a shelf, sort of pull out everything that I want, or that I at least want to scan, and then put it back. So I think those two that I've just put back were sort of special collections of Star Trek Next Generation episodes. So yeah, looked, they weren't really sort of, I think they were worth sort of like £6 or £7. So once again, by the time I sort of ship them out, pay the eBay fees, it's just not really worth anything. I cannot remember how much the Pearl Harbor box set was. It's probably sort of like £10 or something, but because of the size of it, that would have to go into a box. It's too big for sort of my padded mailers. So yeah, I'm automatically looking at sort of £3 to £4 for shipping, depending how I do it. A lot of the stuff that I send out, unless it is sort of really low priced, it always gets sent second class recorded delivery. Or second class signed for, should I say, sorry. So at least then I've got proof for eBay that it's been delivered. If I've got something that's sort of like, I think one of the things I did pick up, I think it's in this video, might be the last video. I picked up a Nintendo Wii game, and once I got it home, realised that I already had it in my gaming collection. So I am sort of selling it on, but it only sells for about £3.50. I think I paid 50p for it. So a padded mailer for that, I think all in for the postage costs, I'm at about 30p, and 96p to ship it second class. So I'll still make sort of a bit of money out of it. I think it's like £1 or £2 I'd make out of it, but because I'm sort of new to sort of selling, I do like to ship everything sort of signed for. So next up, we are heading into the British Heart Foundation. So I'm having a look at some of the trainers in here, but yeah, once again, I think I said this on the last video, I do find that the British Heart Foundation's prices are at sort of like the very sort of top end. It's very rare that you can sort of find something, well personally, very rare that I find something in there for resale, because their sort of prices are sort of that much higher. But I go in and I look because it is sort of, you're looking for that sort of one thing that they've missed, or that they haven't quite priced right. And equally, I do find out of all the charity shops sort of in town, British Heart Foundation is sort of one of the better ones for the video game stuff. So I do sort of come in here sort of quite regularly for sort of video games for my personal collection. Then next up, we are at PDSA. So this was the store that we found the Sean Connery James Bond box set in the first video. Nothing this week with regards to sort of James Bond DVDs. But I will give you a bit of a spoiler. Next week's one does have an absolutely cracking DVD James Bond find. So that will be released next Friday. That one's coming out. So yeah, make sure, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel to be notified when that video drops. Also, we've got a video Monday, which is going to be my first boot fair outing, and Wednesday is going to be a it's going to be a midweek charity shop visit. So it's going to be sort of two charity shops that I don't normally go to in the videos. They're actually near where I work, so I sort of go up there in my lunch break, and then I also do the Dogs Trust as well. So still in PDSA, just having a look at sort of like the board games and the puzzles, just seeing if anything's there. I am going to sort of cut the audio here as well, just because there is some music playing in the background. But what I'll probably do is I'll probably add my own music sort of in the background. So just having a look through at the moment. Yeah. So I can't remember what it was that I sort of pulled down and scanned there, but it wasn't actually worth anything. So now we are in the last charity shop for the video, and this is the Peggy Wood Foundation. So just having a look through, and first one that I find is a line dancing DVD. So yeah, it's not, I have no clue about line dancing, but when I scan it, it comes back as sort of decent comps. I think it's coming back at sort of like £10–15. So I picked that one up. I actually find two in this shop. I find volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 1's not really got a lot of resale value. It's about £5 or £6. But volume 2, as I say, is between sort of £15 or £20. So that one was worth a pickup. I'm just having a look at a couple of others here. Yeah, so there you go. There's volume 1 of the line dancing DVD. As I say, that one's not worth too much. Yeah, I'm having trouble scanning the barcode on it. So this charity shop sort of is always an interesting one for me because it is extremely packed out. I will sort of, well, I think you can see sort of just how it is. It's sort of very, very packed out. So we move round to the video game, not the video games, the board games and the puzzles, and you see there I picked up a Pass the Pigs. So this is I think it was a 1984 edition of Pass the Pigs. It was in really good condition actually. It had the manual, the pencil, the books and all the pigs and everything was in there. And yeah, it was definitely worth a pickup. So I did pick it up. I picked it up for, how much did I pick that one up for? It was a couple of weeks ago now. I will let you know at the end of the video how much I picked that one up for, but I will also tell you that it has already sold. So I think I listed it, and I listed it about a week and a half ago, and it sold within a couple of days. So yeah, I was really chuffed with that. So that's going to be it for the hunting part. Let's head back home and then we can have a look at what we've actually found. Okay, so we're back home now, and what another really good day out at the charity shops. So today was very, very sort of DVD centric. We got sort of quite a few, and we started off, the first one was the Clash Live. We got that from the Dogs Trust, and that was £1. And looking online, the sold comps, I've actually sort of rechecked it since getting back. They're not as good as I thought when I was sort of in the shop, but I'm seeing sold comps of about £8. So yeah, still sort of a bit of profit to be made on that. And then next up, we have got the stack that we've got at the back there. So we've got We Play, which was originally bought for my video game collection, but I didn't actually check it when I was sort of in the store, or in the shop, sorry, and I've already got it, so I am going to sort of put that up. There's not really anything to be made in that. I think I bought that for £2, and yeah, so what was it, £2? Probably get £5 for it. So I won't even clear sort of £1 profit on that. So if it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, I'm not massively sort of bothered. Then we've got some brand new sort of still sealed DVDs. So we've got Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 1 and 4, and then we've also got Defenders of the Earth. So all sort of Marvel-based cartoons. And I will admit, I don't know too much about sort of the Spectacular Spider-Man, but Defenders of the Earth was something I did watch when I was younger, and I absolutely loved it. So if that one doesn't sell, I won't be too displeased to sort of add that, to sort of keep hold of that myself. But the Spider-Man one, the Spider-Man and Defenders of the Earth were all 50p each. So we've got £1.50 into them. I think the Spider-Man ones, I'm going to bundle them both together. So put volume 1 and 4 together, and I reckon I'll get about £10 for that. So that will basically be about a £6 profit. Defenders of the Earth, I will probably list that for £6 and expect to get sort of about £3 profit back on that one. Then next up we have got, I'm just trying to think sort of what was bought when. I can't actually remember where these other ones were bought. Yes, I can. So the next one that we picked up was this. So this is a 1966 Winnie the Pooh book. We paid an absolutely, I probably didn't say it earlier on. So I'm actually filming this part of the video before filming my voiceover. And yeah, at the time I didn't know how much it was going to be. I just thought I'd take it up and sort of see what it was worth. You'll have also seen that I picked up a, I think it was an Xbox 360 game. So the Xbox 360 game, which was sealed, cost me 75p. And this absolute gem cost me a whopping 25p. I was absolutely floored. And it was quite funny because when I was checking out, the guy was sort of saying to me, sort of like, well, yeah, because it's sealed, sort of, we're going to have to charge you sort of 75p for it. And I was like, I didn't quite hear him to start with. I was like, 75p? He's like, yeah, okay, I'll take that, no problem. It was absolutely mind-blowing. So I got a brand new sort of Xbox 360 game for 75p. And then, yeah, 25p for this. The Winnie the Pooh book, I've been seeing sold comps online for £15. So just shy of £9 profit on that one. Yahoo! Then next up we've got a Dancing on Dangerous Grounds Irish dance sensation. Never heard of it, haven't got a clue. But we paid £1, and looking online, sold comps for this are £25. So absolute cracking find, that one. That would result in just under £17 profit. So really, really chuffed to sort of find that one. And then the final shop that we went into, we managed to pick up, and don't laugh. So we've got an American Country line dancing made easy. This is volume 2. You can see there just in the top right. That was 50p, and I've been seeing sold comps for that one of £18. So yeah, a really, really good find. And then next to that we have got a travel edition of Past the Pigs. It's a game that I remember from when I was younger, but never really played it. It's basically, you've got two pigs and you've got to throw them down, and dependent on how they land depends on sort of who wins. And it's just a very random game, but I picked that up for £1, and looking online, the sold comps for that are about £6. The sold comps for that are £10, so that would result in about £6 profit. So yeah, a brilliant haul for today. some really good finds there. Some that we'll get some really nice profit on. So in total, we've spent £17.25, and so the total sale value we're expecting is £97, and the total profit we are looking at about £57.47. So yeah, really chuffed with that one. That then takes our rebar buying fund down to £32.25. So yeah, we are starting to get down. Obviously, at the time of filming this, I haven't actually sort of put any up on eBay yet. As soon as I finish filming this section, I am going to start doing all the photography and getting everything listed over the next few days. So you are seeing, this was being filmed the last week in April. So hopefully, I think the previous video and this video and next week's video, the outros are all being filmed sort of the tail end of April. So yeah, I will get everything listed and hopefully we'll start seeing some selling. So that is going to be the end of today's video. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon to be kept up to date when I upload new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.